Okay, good to welcome everyone. As we learn the Mishna Yomis for Motzi Shabbos, Motzi Shavuos, as we wish everybody to have a good and Zuma. And believe it or not, we just finished Golem and we're already finishing the first parak of Yoma and starting the second parak as we are sponsored. Lila Nishmas Levi Yitzchak Ben Meir, Yaakov Moshe Ben Zev, L'Refu Shalema, for Eliyahu Moshe Ben Chayes Sarah, and we're dedicated by the Fisher family. Lila Nishmas, Basia Bas Rabbi Shlomo Ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain, and by Yo Klugman and family for their Gezund Parnas and Nachas and everything wonderful. The Mishnah Ches, the last Mishnah of the first parak of Yoma. B'chol Yom Terminus HaMizbeach, every day they do the Trumas Hadeshin, removing some ash and putting it on the side of the Mizbeach. They usually do it B'kriyas HaGever, by the crow of the rooster, or near it, Bein L'fan of Bein L'achrov, either a little bit before or a little bit after. B'Yom HaKippur, on Yom Kippur, where everything was done by the Kohen Gadol, we want to give the Kohen Gadol a break between doing that and the rest of the Avodah. So B'Yom HaKippur Mechatzais, they did it at midnight. U'B'Regalim, on the festival where there was a huge amount of ash, since they brought many karbanos on Yom Tov, and after taking the small amount of ash by the Trumas Hadeshin, they would have the huge job of moving the ash all around, from all around, and putting it on a tapuach, a pile that was called an apple because it was piled high. It was a great shvach to the Mizbeach that there was so many karbanos, so they needed a lot of time, and they wanted to do it before the Azara becomes full of people. So V'regalim Yashmura Yishayna, they would start it at the end of the first watch of the evening, which was a third of the evening, about 10 p.m. if the night started at 6. V'loyay Sekriyas HaGever Magas, and on Yom Tov, the time of the crow of the rooster would not arrive. Ad Shahoisa Azara Malaya Yisrael. The temple courtyard was already full of Yidden bringing their karbanos as soon as the carbon Tamid Shel Shachas was offered. Now we start the second parak of Yoma. Barishayna, initially, it was a big schus to do Trumas Hadeshin and get the Avodah started. Barishayna Kol Mi Sheroitz Litrum as a Mizbeach, whoever wanted to do it would get up early and Tyrim. However, Ubizman Shem Merubim, when there were a lot of Kahanim, they're vying for the job, then they would race. Ratzin Va'oilun Bakevesh, they would run and go up the ramp. B'kol HaKodim Eschavera Ba'arba Amos, and whoever got to the last 4 Amos of the ramp first, Zocha, won. Now sometimes there was a tie. V'imol Yushneim Shav, and if there was a tie, so then they did a pious, they did a lottery. They did a lottery then with all the Kahanim that was standing there. Hamamuna, the appointed Kohen, would tell everybody to stick out a finger. Now they stuck out, Mohein Moitziin, what would they stick out? Achas Oishtayim. They would stick out one finger. If he was an older Kohen whose hand is feeble and he can't get out only one, then he could put out 2 and it's counted as 1. However, you can't put out a thumb, because if you put out a thumb, then you might put out your thumb and pinky, which is far enough away that the one who's counting might think it's 2 people. So therefore, we don't put out a thumb in the mikdash. And what he did is the kohen picked a large number, like 80, and he counted around, and the one whose finger landed out to 80 would be chosen to do the Avodah. We want to thank you all very much for joining us. Remember, there is a shir that I recorded before Yom Tov called for the Shabbos Table Shavuos edition that's available. Also, the Mishna Yomis for before Yom Tov are available as well. And for the first day of Yom Tov, thank you for joining us, and have a good Tavach and a good Zumah.